Let's have a look at the new ability 11s. So, scatter shot. So, his ability 11 is recover 15% of the damage dealt as health for the bot. So, a bit like an Alchemist Prime Core. When you compare that to the Alchemist Core, all of your attacks heal you for 15% of damage done. Next one is Silverbolt. So, Silverbolt, ability 11. So obviously drops an EMP bomb, disabling it 27 seconds. That was part of the normal ability. Destroyed targets release a field that nullifies anti-electric stroke stun effects for 7 seconds. Next up, we've got Slingshot. Slingshot, quite a good bot in the meta. So Slingshot obviously raises an acid storm and blocking all healing, boosting damage by fire for 20 seconds, 15 seconds by 20%. You then take off and set the target on fire, dealing about 8k damage. That was normal. But now what's been added is destroyed enemies spread the fire to nearby enemies. So it basically spreads the fire from Slingshot's ability. Then we've got Hoist. So Hoist for ability 11. Grants a 20% boosted healing for allies building for 10 seconds. So that's a bit strange that his ability description's changed, but it adds on 20% boosted healing for 10 seconds. So obviously it heals in shielding an area, I think it is. Someone will probably have a better idea than me. But it's an extra 20% boosted healing for 10 seconds. And Optimus, obviously launched explosives that set enemies on fire for 10 seconds, dealing a bit of damage. 25 explosion radius increase. So let's have a look at him as well. Okay, so scatter shot. So obviously, pretty similar to what I did before, but this time he sort of heals himself. So let's have a look at him in action. So let's have a look at his health bar. You can see there he's taking damage. So quite low on damage. So then let's use the ability. Did he even heal himself? Let's have a look again. Let me watch the healing bit. There he is healing, you can see there. And he is healing. Let's go Silver Ball. Silver Ball, let's take out this structure here. Then an anti-EMP area around that will become apparent. Let's have a look at Slingshot. Let's put Slingshot up here. And what should happen is you put this down and then the fire spreads. Can't see much there. Let's use Hoist. Optimus, I'll get his range there. See there, a lot bigger range. Hit a target over there. As you can see, a lot bigger range. Okay, so first impressions, let's go through them one by one. So scatter shot first. So I'm not a fan of scatter shot at all. I don't think he does enough damage. At max, 7,000 acid damage is not a lot. It's okay. It's not bad if you can combo it. But at a cost of 5 plus 2, you've got to think that the scatter shot does 7.5k damage. Okay? There's no real core that increases special ability damage, like an EO core or a volatile mixture, because it's a special bot. So it does 7,200 acid damage. But then when you compare him to Skids, who does roughly the same, don't forget this is only 67, 11, who does roughly the same, but is a gunner and sits right back for the same cost of 5 plus 3, very similar at least, then I'd pick Skids all day. And I said to Dale multiple times, I said on my channel loads of times, that melee bots need to have crazy damage. I would honestly give Scattershot 10k acid damage. I really would. And people will go, that's over the top. And it is, because it's a melee special. And I sort of pointed out to Dale that the best melee specials in the game are the bots that do crazy amounts of damage. You're talking Optimal Optimus, you're talking Roadbuster, bots like that. And the other bots I consider quite high, the likes of Blaster, are more support bots. So he either needs a really good support aspect of his ability, or he needs really good damage. Now, scatter shot support is not that good. Very little. Alright, reduces healing. And his damage is not amazing. It's quite average. It's not awful, but it's quite average. So, for a bot that has that, he needs something really good. And I think 15% of all damage, it's a waste. Because we've already got a Prime Core that does that, and yes, you can stack the Prime Core with this, so it's doing 30%, okay. But I just think you've got a Prime Core that can heal him. You've got combats that can heal him. Are you going to use all three to keep him alive? I think it's a bit silly if you have to. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of Scattershot in general, and I think that, again, it was another opportunity to rework this bot. It's a bot that most people say is quite poor. It was another opportunity to rework him. They chose not to, from what I can see already, and it's just an average upgrade for an average bot with very average use. So not a big fan of the build 11 for that one. Then we've got Silverbolt. Now, Silverbolt, I am completely puzzled with. So he drops an EMP bomb on the target, dealing 491 for 21 seconds, disabling it. Okay, we get that, yeah. But let's be honest, it was very niche. Because if they're putting anti-EMP build bots, it was very difficult to get around them. Then you've got healing in an area, which negates it as well. So there's a lot of counters for Silverbolt. So I feel like he really needed a really good ability 11. And it says here that destroyed targets release a field that nullifies anti-electric and stun effects. Okay, so the only anti-electric and stun effects that I can think of are outpost bots, some of them, but most of the FFD lightning rod cores. So let's replace that with lightning rod cores for 1 second. So destroyed targets. Okay, so if you're using Silverbolt and there's a lightning rod, he can't destroy the target because the lightning rod nullifies his damage. But let's say he could. He then destroys the target, releasing a field that nullifies the lightning rod core. But then why do you need to nullify it if he can destroy a target? Then it's of no use anyway. And then it lasts for 7 seconds. So if you're going to use Silverbolt, and this is ability 11, you're going to use him on a defense that he can't destroy, but needs to destroy, to nullify a stun effect or anti-electric effect that's not there because he can't destroy the target if the lightning rod is there, and then it's only going to last for 7 seconds. So if there is any build bots, it's not going to work unless you can stun the build bot, but that's for 24 seconds, but you're only getting the anti-stun for 7 seconds. It just doesn't add up at all. Like, it just contradicts itself. And I think that it shows a lack of understanding for the game and the mechanics, if I'm honest. When I read it, I was baffled, and I tried it, and I sat there thinking, this must mean the MDS. This must mean that just damage against the MDS. Oh, no. It does do damage against the MDS. Maybe it can stun the MDS. Right, okay. No, it can't. No. Well, maybe you could just stun the MDS or, from the launch pad. But then why would you want to do that? It's not going to do any damage. You're not bothered about a lot of the MDS and the launch pad. But let's say... But let's just say it did work. Let's just say it did all these things and it got rid of the anti-stun. And you thought, right, I can take out an MDS or a cannon around the sort of shield gen area maybe from the launch pad so I don't have to get close to it. And then you've got Micronus anyway. And self-repair cores that negate Silverbolt as well. Silverbolt has got so many counters, it's unbelievable. And hence why he's not in the meta that much. And so I expected a really good ability 11. And I feel really let down by it. Hoist and crankcase. If we're looking at hoist and crankcase, I'm not one for them in general as a bot, but a 20% boost in healing for allies and buildings for 10 seconds. I just think that because his ability is 15 seconds, why not make it 15 seconds? Why 10? That to me just doesn't make any sense. They both should align. You know, 15 seconds ability, 10-second boost, just make it 15 seconds. And I think that a 20% boost for 15 seconds on healing and for allies or buildings, whatever, I don't think you're going to see him on defense by getting that. He's not got a lot of HP, really. He's not very good. So, but definitely make it 15 seconds. I think that's a half decent upgrade for ability 11. Then we've got Slingshot. Slingshot's a bit of a weird one because I think it's simply not working. Because when I tested it out, I thought, okay, well, he does 8.5k damage at ability 11. Now it says here, destroyed enemies spread the fire. But how much fire gets spread? So if he does like, 8.5k damage and destroys the target at 8k and there's 500 damage left, does that just spread 500 damage in the area? If that's the case, that's pretty crap. 500 damage, whatever's left. But if you're doing 8.5k fire damage to target, and then when it's destroyed, you're doing 8.5k fire damage in the area around it, that's pretty OP. And that would make me go and pull 5-star Slingshot in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. I think that'd be amazing. But I can't test it. Because it's not working. As you saw earlier, we hit a target, destroyed it, no fire. So we'll come back next week and we'll sort of see what they've done with this. But I think Slingshot has a lot of potential. Maybe. So Optimal Optimus, the final one, at 65, 11, so still quite low level for me. Doing 1000 damage is still pretty good. But that increase in range was quite substantial. I'm quite impressed. And I'd probably say that at the minute, this is the pick of the bunch. Really good fire damage in a huge area. He was already... If we had to pick these 5 bots and say who was the best of these 5 bots, I would have said Optimal Optimus is the best before ability 11. And he's probably got the best ability 11 as well. So I just think we've made a good bot very good and better. And we do see this guy on defense quite a bit. So that could even increase that. So super impressed with Optimal Optimus's ability 11. Slingshot, wait and see. We'll have to see how it goes. Crankcase and Hoist, not bad. Not bad upgrade. Scattershot and Leozak are absolutely turd, so I would not bother with them, even playing with them personally. I know some people like them, but at my level of the game, I just think they're pretty crud. You need 10k plus damage to do anything, and definitely not. I'm definitely not comboing them for 5 ability points with a melee special bot. And Silver Ball is absolutely ridiculous, and I think they'll probably end up changing Silver Balls because it doesn't make any sense to me at all. Hopefully someone can correct me and say, what was you got this a bit wrong, but it makes no sense at all. Let me know what you think in the comments though. Which one are you looking forward to the most? Do you think Silver Balls, have I got it wrong? Have I? Surely not. Do any of them need changing? Do anyone just need a bit of a buff in stats? Let me know what you think, guys, in the comments, and I will pass it on.